Welcome everyone to DSU Hornet Sports Update Show. I'm Greg Jackson, and the time has finally come for you to break out your hats, your sunglasses, raincoats, and umbrellas. After an 8-month off-season, college football is finally here. And if that doesn't excite you, maybe this will. Our very own Hornet football team kicks off their season tomorrow with another edition of the Route 1 Rivalry against the University of Delaware Blue Hens. And that, my friends, is on national TV. Today's show is going to be great. We got a good one for you. We're going to talk to a senior that's only one of 7 seniors this year who was going to talk to us about the experience that he has and what he has to offer this year's football season. My guest right now is head coach Kermit Blunt, and right now we're going to talk to Coach Blunt about the recap of last season as well as get a sneak peek and preview for this upcoming season. Coach, at this time, I just want to say thank you, man, for coming to the station, to the studio here in the ETV building on DESU-TV. Thank you for your time, and thank you for granting us the interview.
Well, you're certainly welcome, and any time that we can put Hornet football out on the forefront, we want to do that. Well,
hey, let's hop right into it. Last year, you finished the year at 6-5, 5-3 in the MEAC conference. Now, that's a record that record hasn't been reached since 2007, and that was under the helm of head coach Al Levan. That's an impressive mark, Coach. You should be proud of yourself.
Well, you know, we were proud of 6-5, but we felt we should have been a lot better last year. We let a couple of games slip through our fingers that could have probably made us a 9-2 football team at worst. But, you know, there were some challenges last year. There are going to be some challenges this year. But certainly we're a lot younger this year than we were last year. So we're going to have to depend on our 7 seniors to kind of help get us through. And just kind of hoping that we don't make the same mistakes we made last year opening up with the University of Delaware. But last year's over. It was a good run last year. It's now time to tackle the 2013 season.
If you had to sum up last year in one word, what would it be?
Probably fearless. I thought our players showcased what the Hornets are all about. You know, we're going to compete for 60 minutes, and we're going to compete hard for 60 minutes. And I think that's the mark of our football team.
Well, Coach, the old adage is out with the old and in with the new. Might cause a little bit of a problem because one of the players that you had to replace is quarterback Nick Elko. Now, I know he's the heart and soul of the team last year, and having to replace a quarterback is a vital part of your offensive game plan.
Well, that's always tough to do. You know, Nick had an outstanding year. He was the MEAC Offensive Player of the Year. And, you know, certainly he brought some things to the table that you just don't replace. But, you know, at the same time, it's time for us to move on. And right now, Corey Murphy is going to get the start tomorrow. And we're just hoping that he can manage our ball game and play within the system. If he plays within the system, then we'll be okay at that position. But replacing Nick Elko, you just can't do that.
Well, a lot of hype in the preseason. You guys had your the scrimmage, the football scrimmage already. Now you had a lot of hype on the defensive side of the football. What kind of intensity are we going to look at on the defensive side of football?
Well, you know, actually defense is the segment that actually win championships. You know, offensively, you know, we're actually going to be okay offensively, we think. But defensively, it has to be where our strength is. Because if we can stop people from scoring points, then certainly we can score a few points on offense to win a ball game. I think the bulk of our players, our returning guys, are on defense. When we look at Rodney Gunner, our defensive lineman, and Chikizi, another defensive lineman. You know, we look at Ernest Adjai at linebacker, and our three safeties, and Devon Moore. We talk about Tariq Colston and also Joe Boyd. We're looking for these guys to be standout guys for us on defense. They have to be our leaders, and they have to show our young guys how we're going to flow on defense. But that should be our strength. We're hoping that it is. If not, our offense is going to have to score more points. And, you know, we're a lot younger on offense than we are on defense. But at the same time, that's why you play the game of football.
Now, a lot of pressure is going to be placed on your 4 freshman quarterbacks. Well, 3 freshman quarterbacks and 1 redshirt senior. Now, Are they able to step up to that challenge?
Well, that's why we recruited them. We thought they had enough talent to be recruited here and play in our system. Corey and Asaya Beto have sat back for a year and watched Elko work, and then it's their time to get the work done. We're hoping that we don't have to play Garrison Duncan, our freshman. Emmett Hunt's hurt right now. We're hoping that we don't have to play Garrison. We would hate to blow a year of his eligibility with a few plays here and there. So we're going to ride very heavily on Corey Murphy and Asaya Beto to try to get it done for us.
Anything special this year? What's going to be the difference from this past year and this year coming up? Offensive schemes?
I think you see a little bit more a more athletic team. We like to think that we've gotten a little better in recruiting. I think our kids are a lot more athletic. We run a little better. I'm just hoping that we can hold up and keep the injuries off of us and allow our depth to set in and make it very positive for us this year.
All right, Coach, before we let you go, we got to ask the question. It has to be asked. Opening the season against University of Delaware, Delaware State has yet to get a victory.
Right.
What's going to be the difference this year? Why should fans, alumni, students, and faculty come to the game?
Well, the first thing is that anybody associated with Delaware State University, alum, faculty, staff, students, parents, should want to be there anyway. Secondly, I thought we closed the gap last year. I thought our young guys showed that they are capable of playing at that level. We also went to Cincinnati to play last year, and I thought they showcased that we deserve to be there. It's just a matter of now taking our young football team and grinding it all together and going up to Newark and getting us a win. We closed the gap. We want to close it even more this year, but we want to come away with a win.
If you can look into the camera right now and talk to all fans, all alumni, all students, and give them a taste of what they're going to expect from Hornet football this year, what would you say to them?
Well, naturally, aggressive, very competitive, and these guys are going to play their butts off for 60 minutes, and if it takes overtime, that's what we do.
Well, you heard it here first, right here on DSU Sports TV. I'm Greg Jackson.